Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. You already know who it is. It is your boy Lewis, and I am back once again with another banger with yet another video. You guys already know the drill, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to always receive the latest and greatest content I try to provide. I truly appreciate you guys for always taking the time to watch my videos. And once again, man, make sure to like and share this video, man. It'll only help the channel grow. So without further ado, let's hop right into this. So this video is about how Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan never needed to announce that they were activating playoff mode. And so I apologize for the video earlier, ladies and gentlemen. I had not realized that I had my headphones on when I was recording this. And so when I have recorded it, you can only hear my commentary, but you can't hear the commentary from the video. So I truly apologize for that. So I am redoing this video once again, this time to hear my points and the points by these, by Allie, Laforce, Q Rich, and that sorry excuse of an apologist, Ryan Hollins. But you know, once again, I'm gonna get started in this video, so they're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna pretty much chime in and get my thoughts on it, and let me see what you guys think. So get your popcorn ready, get some drinks. If you don't want popcorn, get some other snacks, man. Sit back, relax, get in your comfy chair, man, in your comfort zone, and enjoy, man. Let's get right into it, man.
Can I have a question? Because like,
what's your question, Q?
We often have the big debate about LeBron, MJ, Kobe.
That's right. That's right.
The greatest, the GOAT, and all that. Question for you: have you ever heard Kobe activate playoff mode?
No, he stays.
That's a good question, Q. So we got to ask Ryan Hollins, you know, because he's known to be an apologist, and he's trying to get his name out there on TV, even though he averaged a career minuscule, 3.4 points for his career. And was just a serviceable NBA player at best. But that's a very good question. And listen to Allie Laforce's response when Q asked Ryan Hollins that question. Allie Laforce, what do you think about, did you ever hear Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant said that they were in playoff mode?
They just in the one mode. They kill mode. They kill mode all the time.
Hey, did you hear that? She said Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant didn't need to activate it. They were already in playoff mode. I'm sorry. Allie Laforce, if I would see, say it again for the LeBron apologists in the back. Say it to the C6 Mafia, you know, who keep talking about how, you know, the Nick Wrights and the Shannon Sharps and the Colin Cowherds and the Marcellus Wileys, you know, say it for them, you know, so they can hear Ryan Hollins right here, right now. That's speaking facts. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant didn't need to activate no playoff mode. They were in it from game 1 to game 82. Why? Because of their will to win. Those guys played for the love of the game. Those guys didn't cheat the game, man. The love and respect was all in the heart. So, continue. And let me see what this damn apologist is going to start talking about.
They don't know any other mode, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That is part of why.
Well, you got to also understand that.
Listen. I don't want to hear anything about that.
Exactly. A typical. You sound like Nick Wright when he knows he's wrong. Always stuttering and saying, because you ain't got no comeback, because you know it's true. Them apologists. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. The Q. I'm with you with Ryan Hollins. I don't want to hear nothing, because you know he's gonna make excuses. He's already gonna make excuses. But let's hear what this idiotic mofo got to say though.
When you are one way, you are one way.
That's right.
Michael can't turn on the playoff mode. He got one mode. I kill everybody all the time.
Exactly.
Kobe had one mode. I kill everybody all the time.
Thank you, sir.
You ain't never heard them sit there and say, I'm about to activate this mode so I can go play hard.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. Speaking freaking facts, man. Reverend Q in the building, man. Speaking the truth, man. Testify, brother. You also ain't ever hear Michael Jordan and Kobe go, oh, you know, my career right there says I'm the greatest of all time. They ain't come out here and say they in playoff activated mode. LeBron is trying to promote himself to say, oh yeah, you're going to see the real LeBron right now. And once again, LeBron is a great player, man. I have him in my top 10 list at number 9. But by no means with your shenanigans, you are ever going to be a top 5 player. And I'm going to say it once again, and I don't care who doesn't like it. I still have Larry Bird over LeBron James. It's no disrespect. It's just my opinion. Once again, Larry Bird was a thinking man's player. And when you look at their IQs, Larry Bird was much better than LeBron James. It's just people just don't want to admit it, man, because it's like their infatuation with LeBron, they just think that Larry was some trashy white boy, when that's far beyond the truth. That's just a pack of lies, honestly. So when you really think about it, look, Ryan is going to have his CVS receipts of excuses, so here he comes. If anything, he really needs to fix that little side hairline he got, because, I mean, when I look at the set of waves, there ain't nothing wavy about that side, so let's go check it, man. Focus on Ryan's hair. Don't focus on his words.
You ready? You ain't never heard that. You ain't heard Lou Alcindor. You ain't heard Magic. Who you gonna
Nope.
You ain't heard
Nope.
For one, hold on. Michael didn't play against the talent level that LeBron competes against today. Here we go.
Did you hear that? Q was speaking my language. The minute that he talking about LeBron ain't never faced a talent that Michael Jordan faces, here we go. Ryan Hollins, this guy's a joke. He's trying his hardest to put his name out there on TV. I bet LeBron paid his ass to be on ESPN. The more apologists I have, the better, the more good I look. When Isaiah Thomas, the great, the OG Isaiah Thomas, has defended you constantly on TV in terms of the greatest, and he says, I don't worship Michael Jordan. He said that when you call yourself the greatest all time, and when Isaiah Thomas says, oh, wait a minute, LeBron, I got to take a timeout right there. I got to take a timeout. Even though he has disdain for Jordan, he respects him in the fact that he knows that he's the best. It's just, again, he doesn't like Michael Jordan for the fact that since Isaiah's from Chicago, Michael is looked at the hometown hero because of what he accomplished in Chicago that he really didn't get to accomplish in Detroit. He got to win 2 championships at Michael's expense. He got to go to 3 straight NBA finals at Michael's expense. But Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships in Chicago, which has Isaiah Thomas salty to this day. But even he recognizes when he's saying that, oh, wait, time out. You ain't never hear Michael Jordan come out and say that he's the greatest. What is that telling you? LeBron, you coming out here saying you're great because you beat one team that lost 9 playoff games because they had a great regular season. But ain't no way you talking about saying that you're the greatest of all time just because you accomplished that one feat. Like I said, he says all these things to try to take the pressure off of him, in my opinion, to give him confidence. But like I said, he's looking like it's straight buffoonery, and he's looking like a fool when he says that. But once again, look at Ryan Hollins and watch his apologist crap just come full circle.
Kobe Bryant literally ran out of his arms, his shoulders, both knees, and his legs. And you talk about number 3, the longevity of LeBron James. LeBron knows that if he goes at it day after day after day after day, there's not going to be too much left. And now you said...
Let me say this. To some degree, I do agree with Ryan Hollins is what he's saying. But at the same time, LeBron, that doesn't mean that I'm not saying LeBron, you need to go full throttle. LeBron, what he has to do is that at this point of his career, he needs to make adjustments to his game. That's how you extend your longevity. Because then you have to question it. How has LeBron able to sustain his athleticism for this long a time? Most 34-year-olds are not jumping like the way LeBron James is. Kobe had a burst of energy, but once he played the heavy minutes he played, 30 minutes a night guarding the best point guards in the game, and then had to score and defend and make plays when Nash and Dwight Howard were out with injuries and Pau Gasol, that's when Kobe was pretty much done and his body was already wrecked and his career was pretty much over after that. But with LeBron, it's an effort thing. Nobody's asking you to exert energy. If he made adjustments to his game, LeBron would have energy to do other things on the floor. And then LeBron would be able to pace himself and he'd be able to contribute in so many areas. I would be showing LeBron much more respect. LeBron James has the tools to get it done. He has a high basketball IQ. I never question that. But to say his IQ is the smartest, as Skip likes to say, I feel like sometimes he'd be trolling, and I think he low-key is a fan of LeBron. But I don't put his IQ above Michael Jordan. I don't put his IQ above Larry Bird. I don't put his IQ above Magic Johnson. Kobe was not the best decision maker, and like I said, there's at times I get mad at Kobe's shot selection and the way he manages the game. But in terms of his overall skill, Kobe can get any shot he wants when he puts his mind to it, and when he thinks smart, he always has the advantage. Why do you think LeBron always has trouble guarding him? Because Kobe has so many moves that he could go to, so many moves in his arsenal. LeBron James, he has skill, but he refuses to work on them because he thinks that his play style is always going to lead him to win. And he's had more failures than successes. He succeeded, but at what cost? That's the thing you got to think about. And once again, 7 of LeBron's 9 NBA Finals appearances have been against the Spurs and the Warriors. Spurs have won 66%, 2-1. Warriors, 3-1. Spurs 66%, Warriors 75%. Combine them, 2-5. You flip it, Kobe's finals record at 2-5-2. 71% of the time LeBron has lost against those two teams. So what insurmountable odds is he really facing in the NBA Finals when most of your opponents have been the same? 7 out of 9, and you're still at 33%? I'm sorry, you can't be the GOAT with those numbers.
Yourself for the right moments, playoff moments, and I understand Chicago. I know Chicago. Y'all don't turn it off, and y'all go get it and bang, bang, bang. But
Listen what I'm saying.
What you got?
Everything you are saying only helps my point. Michael never had to do none of that. He ain't never go turn on.
He didn't play against the same cover.
Exactly, my man. Thank you, sir. That's exactly what I'm talking about, too.
Okay. So when he was going up against the Pistons and the bad boys was beating him down, did he go join up with somebody and say, I need to go to college just as like college?
That's a very good question, Q Rich. Did Michael Jordan ever have to go to college really to prove himself? Huh? Did he really have to go to another team and say that, oh, I'm going to go join them? Because at that time, Michael had the confidence to say, no, I don't want to join you. I want to beat you. That's a very good question, Q Rich.
He helped me learn how to do this. No, he took his lumps. And when the first time he got up.
Exactly. 1988, lost in 5 games. 1989, only team to beat Detroit 2 times in their 15-2 playoff run. 1990, went to 7 games. Jordan took his lumps. The Bulls got better.
All-Star, the first time he had an All-Star, we out of here. It's over. As soon as...
Once Scottie Pippen developed, what happened, man? Jordan and the Bulls went on a run, 6 NBA championships in 8 years, and he only did it with 1 All-Star. And I'm going to say it once again for the fanboys, 1991 and 1998. Michael Jordan won championships without Scottie making the All-Star team that season. First and last championship. As a matter of fact, Scottie Pippen missed 38 games in the 98 season. For him to miss 38 games and they still won 62 games that year, and Jordan made first-team All-NBA defense, All-Star game MVP, and regular season MVP, and finals MVP at age 35? Come on now.
Scottie became an All-Star, and by the way, we
through Michael Jordan.
Find him and bring him and recruit him. He came, we drafted him, and MJ got him together.
Thank you. I'm going to say it once again. Did Scottie Pippen, was he a free agent? Absolutely not, which the fanboys continue to lie about. Oh, Jordan was 1-9 without Pippen. Scottie Pippen averaged 7 points per game his rookie season and 10 points in the playoffs. He really did not have an impact his first 2 to 3 seasons. It was 1991 when the corner changed, and you saw a much more mature Scottie Pippen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you think I'm lying, go back and look at my 1991 championship video. Again, you're going to see the brilliance of MJ as the leader and the development of Scottie Pippen. You could even listen to Scottie Pippen's comments in his interview during the 1991 championship video, if you think I'm lying, because I spoke the truth and they spoke the truth in that video. But continue, Q.
And LeBron had an All-Star and Kyrie who asked to leave.
2. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that? LeBron had an All-Star everywhere he went. Allie said he had an All-Star and Kyrie who left. Q-Red said he had 2 All-Stars everywhere he went. But the apologists are going to say, oh, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh were bums and LeBron carried them to the finals. They always come with that stupid nonsense because that's the only thing that could come out of their mouths without context. LeBron's a great player, but these two, Allie, I love you. Q-Rich, thank you, sir. You two are just going to expose this clown and you're going to continue to see why.
2, everywhere he went.
That's right.
This is all I'm saying.
Did you see how Ryan Hollins was moving his hand on his knee? Because he knows it's damn true.
I don't even get into this argument with people because it's a foolish argument.
It's a dumbass argument. Thank you.
It's MJ and that's it. I entertain the arguments and the conversations just for entertainment.
Well, it's interesting if you look.
I do the same exact thing. It's just a mockery, man. It's a mockery of my brain receptors because I know that they're working. For somebody to come at me and say, if you think somebody is great, you need to present a case as to why. But if you're saying that you make these stupid ass statements as simple without looking at context, you really don't know your NBA history. So I laugh in your face when somebody tells me LeBron has to go against 5 future Hall of Famers. I said, wait a minute. Tim Duncan was 38 years old when he beat LeBron in 2014. Manu Ginobili was 36. They may be going to the Hall of Fame. Those guys were past their prime, and they were still productive. You mean to tell me, as the best player in the world, you're more talented, you're in your prime, you couldn't beat those guys? But the Heat were too old? Systems, team systems beats one system. Beats a solo system. Always. Stay woke.
There's a great article that came out that showed the timeline of LeBron's quotes about MJ. He's my favorite player. He's the greatest. I want to be like him. Yet such different.
Hey, did you hear that? If LeBron is the GOAT, how come he's come out and said, I want to be like MJ. MJ is the greatest of all time. As a matter of fact, if I remember back in 2009, LeBron James said that Kobe Bryant is the best player in our league. He was the best scorer in our league. Don't believe me? Type in 2009 season LBJ and Kobe Bryant. It's funny how LeBron has talked about that, about Jordan being the greatest of all time and Kobe being the best in the game. And these nonchalant fools want to come out here and say Kobe was never that good. Oh no, LeBron was just saying that to be nice. That's a bunch of nonsense. LeBron was the best player in seasons, but he was not the best player in the game. He hadn't even won. Before he won a championship, people were saying that he was better than Kobe Bryant. When I remember after 2010, people were saying possibly that Kobe could be better than Michael Jordan. That's when the discussion started, when Kobe won his 5th NBA championship, as I remember, but yet people want to ignore that.
Approaches, right? And then, wow, I can't believe I'm in the conversation with Michael Jordan.
Oh my God, if Jordan is not so great and he's an overrated bum, like apologists like to say, why is Allie Laforce saying that I can't believe that I'm part of this conversation? Because LeBron didn't think in his wildest dreams he would be talked about with the GOAT that is Michael Jordan. Once again, congratulations to LeBron, 10th all-time in scoring and in points at the same time. No player has done that. Nobody can take that away from you. But he's going to try to use that in his case against MJ. When I say it again, Michael Jordan globalized the game of basketball. His accomplishments, the standard is set too high for LeBron to ever reach. Michael Jordan is like Goku and Kobe Bryant is like Trunks. And what happens is they're both Super Saiyans, and LeBron is Vegeta trying to reach to where their level is at. And every time that he tries to reach, they keep me moving further because his apologists can keep trying to see if they can move the goalposts. And no matter how much they try to move the goalposts forward, as much as Vegeta keeps trying to fly towards them, they keep flying back. In other words, is as great as you are, LeBron James, you may be statistically better than Kobe and possibly even better than MJ now that you've played in your career. You are, and anyways, you have not reached that Super Saiyan level. You are nowhere near our level. That's what they're trying to say. LeBron is a great player, but context will tell you he is nowhere near their level.
And then I want to be the greatest. Maybe I can be the greatest. I never thought I could be, but now I think I can be.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh my God, Allie Laforce is speaking straight facts and she's ethering Ryan Hollins right now. Did you hear that? He said, maybe I might be. I never thought I could be, but I think I can be, and now I'm the greatest. Wasn't what isn't that the statement that he was saying when he said that he beat that 73-19? Because he didn't come out and say it, but he said it on his own show so that people could see the hype that would come around it. Oh yeah, LeBron, we worship you. You're the greatest player of all time. Facts. You beat the 73-9 Warriors and came back from 3-1. Facts. But forget that Kyrie Irving hit the shot of shots in 2016. But he was the one that got the block on Iguodala, and I'm going to say it, facts. But once again, failed to mention that J.R. Smith slowed Iguodala's momentum down to allow LeBron to get that chase down block. But yet we always forget those little minimal details. But when you watch it, people's like, oh, LeBron blocked the shot and hit the free throw to seal it. But who made that momentum play? J.R. Smith with the slowdown, Kyrie Irving with the three-point shot. Chauncey Billups said it best. If LeBron was the one that hit that shot in Steph Curry's face or in Draymond Green's face, we'd be talking a different story. LeBron James would get ultimate credit, but he gets ultimate credit for the momentum plays that both J.R. Smith doesn't get stored in this, put in the stat sheet, nor Kyrie Irving with the shot that he hit on the reigning unanimous MVP Stephen Curry. That wasn't LeBron James. That was Kyrie Irving, who still doesn't get enough credit to this day.
Then he wins the championship in Cleveland and he says, this made me the greatest.
Right.
Thank you. He wins a championship in Cleveland, comes out wearing the Ultimate Warrior t-shirt saying, oh, I'm the Ultimate Warrior. If anything, Kyrie was the Ultimate Warrior hitting that shot. And he doesn't get credit for it. And I'm telling you, he's not the greatest of all time. He's a great player. I got him in my top 10. but he's not top 5. That's the issue. And Allie Laforce is telling the damn truth that these apologists don't want to hear. And it's making Ryan Hollins so uncomfortable because he knows that he ain't got a rebuttal. And once again, you know the apologists, they're going to ride or die with LeBron with the same arguments that they try to use all the time. And you hear true woke basketball purists with their neuron receptors on point. They got their brains working because they understand and they see eye tests, they see context. The problem is these advanced metrics have damaged the game because that's what these apologists pay attention. They look at the stat sheet and say, oh, look, this person, this, but never look deep into detail as to why this person did this and this, or why did these players' numbers come out as this, and this. How? They don't ever talk about that.
You clearly disagree. You agree?
You know, publicly, he's going to say those things. Privately, that's a whole different story.
I actually agree with Ryan Hollins on that. He could say it publicly to boost him up, but honestly, does he really believe what he's saying? Because you could, like I said, I have no problem if you believe that you're the greatest player of all time in your mind, but to come out and say it, you're just making a mockery out of yourself. Because if no NBA great player during or before him had ever said that about themselves, why is it all of a sudden that a guy who's the king of social media, because if he's the king of anything in social media, all of a sudden go on his show for his viewers because he knows his fans are going to live and chew off of every word that he's talking about when he says, I'm the greatest player that ever lived. I'm the greatest player of all time because I beat one team that was injured, that had the reigning MVP with an MCL sprain that he came back 2 weeks from, that lost 9 playoff games and their offense was really not the same, that went to 7 games with Oklahoma City when they should have knocked them off in the playoffs, and LeBron would have been facing KD for the second time in 2016. And I was wondering how that series was going to go. I still would have had the Cavaliers beat them. But again, like, just think about that, man. It's like, this is so crazy. Exactly.
What do you think
LeBron James has been the single consistency within every championship run that he's had.
Oh, really? But yet, your consistency on your hairline on the left side of your head ain't consistent enough. What you singing? Never let a nigga ride my wave because looking at that, brother, you need to fix that shape up because if anything, it's looking like a wet noodle on the side, bro. That should look fucked up.
He hasn't had the same success because he's had different teammates, different coaches, different systems, and ultimately, that's been a lot of LeBron James.
Excuse me? What different systems are you talking about? He's had different coaches, he's had different teammates, but they've all played in the same system their whole career. The only one that is a slightly different is the Miami Heat. They allowed his system with ball movement. But other than that, in Cleveland with Ty Lue, David Blatt, when David Blatt was trying to establish a culture, he got fired and LeBron got to play his LeBron system. That's why LeBron was upset. He wanted to play his system and David Blatt was having none of it. He was trying to change the style of play. LeBron got so upset about it, that's why he got fired in favor of Ty Lue. It wasn't because LeBron was friends with Ty Lue. It's because he knew that being friends with Ty Lue, quote unquote, he got to play the style of play he wanted. And if LeBron would adjust his game like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant did, you would see a much more fine-tuned LeBron James who doesn't have to do a lot, who would be able to show different facets of his game and we would see a different skill set. Like I said, he may not ever be as skilled as Kobe or Michael, but we would see a better version of LeBron James. Not this excuse LeBron James that just want to pad his stats and then trying to turn around and say, oh, look, Michael, I keep doing things that you've never done. That's still going to make me the greatest of all time. Once again, I'm going to say it, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan globalized the game. LeBron can never top that. In advanced metrics, Michael Jordan beats him by a mile in a lot of categories. Michael Jordan is the better defender as well. I'm going to say it once again for the fanboys and fangirls who don't want to hear it and the 3-6 Mafia. LeBron James stopped playing defense in his prime before the age of 30. Michael Jordan at 35 years old made first-team All-NBA and first-team defense. What is that telling you? Michael was still a two-way player even past his prime.
A lot of excuses.
That's been a lot of his fault.
Oh, think of it. Oh, did you hear that? Q-Red said a bunch of excuses, again, that the 3-6 Mafia and the fanboys and fangirls like to do, and it's a lot of it is his fault. Thank you, sir. His feet, like I said, His narcissistic tendencies. Look, see, if I would have said female tendencies, I would have gotten in trouble by somebody, and she knows who she is. But I rest my case. I'm not gonna say it. His narcissistic attitude, his belief in that he needs to be in control of everything so that he can control narratives, is on him, which he never takes accountability for. And Q Rich is right. This is his fault. Q Rich is not saying that LeBron is not a great player, because he knows LeBron. He'd be stupid enough to not say that LeBron's not a great player. But to compare him to where Kobe and Michael are at in terms of like this whole notion that he keeps believing that he's the greatest, and then his fans are saying he's much better than Jordan and Kobe. See, if you bring an objective argument as to why LeBron you think is greater, I would have respect for you. I may not agree with you, but I would respect you. But this stupid shit, Q Rich is right. LeBron has to blame himself for a lot of the finals losses that he has. Because the problem is that people in 2007 were saying that LeBron was the greatest player since that time for a 12-year stretch. Shannon said it and Colin Cowherd said it. What does that mean? So are you going to give him a pass for losing to San Antonio when you said he's the best player in 2007? He took a top 5 defense, which I keep hearing is a bunch of scrubs, with 4 other guys in double figures to the finals. Get out of here. No, LeBron doesn't get a pass for that 2007 finals anyway, neither.
Michael played the same competition year after year. The NBA has evolved.
You got to be kidding me. The same competition? Brother, what the hell are you talking about? 1998, Game 7 against the Indiana Pacers. Unbelievable, one of the greatest series in NBA playoff history. The 92 Knicks, 7 games. One of the greatest playoff series in NBA history. 1993, great 6-game series with the Knicks. Whatchamacallit? Portland Trailblazers in 92. 96 Sonics. 97-98 Jazz. Against the Orlando Magic. Jordan has been in some of the most historic playoff series in NBA history. Different competition. As I mentioned, LeBron, 7 of his 9 finals opponents, same team. 2 teams. And they both ate on him. That to me is crazy. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard, finals MVP. Iguodala, finals MVP. Kevin Durant, finals MVP. Dirk Nowitzki, finals MVP. You got 5 MVPs that have won on LeBron's watch and 6 losses. The same competition. Get the hell out of here. I'm going to say it again. Kobe Bryant has beaten the most 50-win teams. Michael Jordan has beaten the most 60-win teams in NBA history. Kobe Bryant, 2008, seeds 1 through 8, won 50 games or more. Baron Davis was complaining about the seeding format because he was upset in the Western Conference that year. The Warriors won 48 games. They would have been good for 4th in the East, but they couldn't get in because the Nuggets were 8th with 50 wins. That was the year that Chris Paul's Hornets won 56. The San Antonio Spurs, the defending champions, won 56. Kobe's Lakers, after getting the trade for Pau Gasol because of the Bynum injury, they had no interest in Pau Gasol. People forget that. Andrew Bynum was hurt. That's the reason they made the move. They keep saying, up until that Kobe got Pau, but forget that Bynum was hurt. That's the reason they made the move. And the Lakers edged out the Hornets and the Spurs by 1 game. Seeds 1 through 8 were separated by 7 games total. 2010 was the same. The Lakers won 57 games. Seeds 1 through 8 were separated by a total of 7 games. You can make a case that Kobe faced a tougher competition in the Western Conference. Get out of here. The same competition, but LeBron facing all of these weak-ass East teams most of his career when he monopolized the Eastern Conference? And I'm going to say it again. 2008, lost to the Boston Celtics, who went to the NBA Finals against the Lakers. 2009, best record in the NBA, 66 wins. Loses to the Magic without Jameer Nelson in 6 games in an upset. Kobe Bryant beats those Magic in 5 games. 2010, 2-1 lead against the Boston Celtics. 61 wins, LeBron MVP. They get upset in 6 games. Kobe Bryant's Lakers beat them in 7 games after the Celtics beat the Cavs in the semis. And then the Miami Heat playing these weak 38-40 win teams. It was the same thing for LeBron when he went to the finals. That's why LeBron's finals is so tough. Competition in the East had an easy ride over there. Once again, you can't gloat over 8 straight finals because it's so difficult to do. But then in your first year in the West, you possibly might not make the playoffs. It's gonna put a stain on his legacy, because people are really gonna start to see that the Eastern Conference was really weak. And I said once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna flip-flop on wins and losses. I think the Lakers will be in the playoffs. But LeBron has to stop talking, needs to stop going to social media, and his actions need to speak louder than his words.
Evolved into a different level to where you gotta join it with a guy. You gotta go and get help. So you cannot question it.
Stop. Ryan Hollins is such a fool. It's like he was never in the NBA and never studied basketball. Who started the LaFrance super team era? Ain't nobody's name starts with Le but LeBron James. L-E. He's the only guy in the league. He was the first person to do modern prime super teams. And I'm going to say it again. The Boston Celtics were not a super team. Those guys were 30 and older. LeBron James formed the super team era, and he started the player movement. Prime modern super teams. He is the reason that this era is LeBron is he is a large contributor as to why the NBA is as soft as it's ever been. Some guys don't want to play with him, and you already know why. LeBron thought that he could influence this generation of players that are trying to carve their own legacy till he could play with, so he could get all the credit. And that's why I said, ladies and gentlemen, that if LeBron gets 100% of the credit, why doesn't he get 100% of the blame? And I mean in terms of play style, the way a team plays, not totality of why a team struggles. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. But and Q Rich is right. Stop. That the model, the way that things are set in today's game, the way things are set is you have to form super teams, and you have players playing with each other. Who started that trend? Ryan Hollins. This is why, even though you play basketball, you're a plum brain. Allie, Laforce, and Quentin Richardson got their neuron receptors on. These are basketball purists. These guys are the ones that have good minds for the game. See, because they see the foolery that's going on here. This guy's on the juice right now. That's the problem with Ryan Hollins. He can't wake up and smell the coffee. He's got the blinders on. That's the problem. He's a blind witness. He's an apologist, as Skip likes to call the LB chain blind witnesses out there, a.k.a. right now, LaShannon Sharp. And Q Rich is right. Stop it. Enough with the excuses. Like, please, Q Rich, ether this damn clown.
I just said that LeBron was the picture of consistency in all the championship run. Let me show you what the real picture of consistency is.
Thank you. Tell him.
Go to the finals 6 times.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
I'm the finals MVP 6 times.
Thank you, sir.
That means that I'm the reason we made it,
mm-hmm.
and I'm the reason we won it. Mm-hmm. I ain't get a ball to nobody and say, go win it for me.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, sir. You hear what he just said? Michael Jordan's Bulls went to 6 NBA finals. Michael Jordan won 6 finals MVPs. Michael had a team to help him. But let's face it, all of those guys were not great offensive players. That's what just continues to baffle me about these idiotic apologists who come in here and don't really know what they're talking about. Michael Jordan, along with his players, were guys who fulfilled their roles. Scottie Pippen was a great all-star alongside him. Pippen was always going to be a Robin. He could prove that he had superstar potential. But when it came down to it, Scottie Pippen struggled so bad in the 95 season. Not bad, because he was having a great season. But my point is that the Bulls were struggling so bad that he put a pair of 10s on, a pair of Jordan 10s when they came out. And he did this. He did this to Michael Jordan, pointing at the camera. What did I tell you? He missed Michael Jordan because he realized that being a leader of the team and being the guy isn't what he thought it was. He thought it was going to be a smooth transition. And in 94, he deserved the MVP. And people forget that in the 93-94 season, Scottie Pippen missed the first 10 games of the season. And they still won 55 games. But that's because they had Phil Jackson there. They had Horace Grant there. They had Bill Cartwright, Scott Williams. They still had B.J. Armstrong. John Paxson was actually injured for most of that 94 season. But people forget the additions of Steve Kerr, Luke Longley, and Tony Kukoc. And they still had the triangle offense, guys. That's why they were still able to win the 55 games. Scottie Pippen is familiar with the offense. Like, you don't think that he's going to flurry? Because people forget that when Scottie went to the Houston Rockets, he wasn't comfortable with that offense. Why is it that people forget that? He was not comfortable and he was not happy. But when he went to the Portland Trailblazers, or as they were known as the Jailblazers at the time, it was different because they were playing a similar offensive style. And also Scottie Pippen got to run up and down the court. And Scottie Pippen has said it on many occasions, he loves the full court transition game because that's what Scottie Pippen is. He learned how to play in the half court through the triangle offense. It's structured because he knew Scottie Pippen was going to get the ball back and he was the point forward, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. And it's what Q Richards said, and you guys need to stay woke. He said it. I'm the reason that you guys got to the finals. I'm the reason that you guys win it. It takes a team to win it, but he's saying that when we win it, I'm proving you I'm the best player. 6 finals MVPs. Come on, y'all.
The MVP, unquestioned, every single time. When we win, because I made us.
And by the
Thank
way,
you.
we have short memories now, but people forget that Golden State went.
Oh, wait. Before she goes on the Golden State, did you hear what she just said? I want y'all to pay attention to that. She said that people have short memory. Thank you. And it's not just short. Not only that, Allie Laforce, they have selective memory. That's exactly what they have. But continue. Listen to what she says here.
They won their first couple championships. They didn't go get Kevin Durant. They built through the draft.
Oh! Hey! Did you hear that? Oh, but according to the LeBron James Justice Coalition, the 3-6 Mafia, and the LeBron apologists, they go, oh, the Warriors ruined the NBA. Kevin Durant ruined the NBA. Steph Curry, number 7 pick drafted. Klay Thompson, number 11 pick drafted. Draymond Green, 2nd round pick. Drafted and developed. They became all-stars. Homegrown. Went to 2 NBA finals without Kevin Durant. Won a championship without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant joins them and makes them a super team. They were naturally built. And then they signed Boogie Cousins. The Warriors got what they're at through drafting, scouting, signing. All the components it takes to build a championship team. Allie Laforce, thank you. Say it one more time nice and loud for the LeBron apologists in the back who keep talking about acting like if Curry, Klay, and Draymond were established all-stars and they all signed as free agents. Bunch of foolery nonsense.
They built through their system. They made each other better. Then they won championships.
Oh! She said, I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. Oh! Straight up murdered it. Allie Laforce, thank you, ma'am. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? She said they played with each other in a system. They made each other better. Why is it that the Warriors lead the league in assists? They were leading the league in assists before Kevin Durant got there. They were the number 1 offense and defense before Kevin Durant got there. You don't believe me? Look at the stats. Thank you, Allie Laforce. People out here have selective memory. Those are straight facts.
Then they got Kevin Durant. So they didn't have to go seek somebody before they won a championship.
Oh. Look at Ryan Hollins' face. Look at his face. He knows he ain't got no comeback, but like a typical LeBron apologist, he's going to try to come back. You can't defend that. You can't defend that. You got a woman who just ethered your ass straight up. Q Rich defended either your ass straight up. You ain't got a comeback, but you know the LeBron apologists, they're going to ride or die because they think that they got arguments, but they look absolutely stupid.
You put LeBron James in that 23 with Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen, he has the exact same result.
Get this nigga off of TV right now. Get him off of TV. Listen, if I was in Q's seat right now and I'm looking at Ryan Hollins when he makes that statement, I would give myself some Johnson & Johnson baby powder and I slap the hell out this fool right now. For just the unbelievable stupidity that just came out this guy's mouth. Phil Jackson doesn't like LeBron. LeBron wants to play in the LeBron system. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen would be pissed off at LeBron right now. Even if LeBron resembles the versatility of a Scottie Pippen. Then LeBron would want to take all the shots and him and MJ would get into an argument. Please. Phil Jackson called him out of his posse. LeBron does not like him. LeBron does not want the credit taken away from him if he plays with a coach that is going to help him win championships. Michael Jordan thanked Phil Jackson. Kobe Bryant did too. Kobe Bryant had to succumb it because, as Phil Jackson said, Michael was like his brother. Let's try things. Let's do this. No, with Kobe, it was a son because he had to teach him. Kobe was 21, Michael was 27. He said, no, you got to do this, this, and this, and this. It's going to make you great. LeBron will not succumb to coaching, especially coaching that's going to help him win, because he knows his statistics will go down and he will never get the credit that the coaches are going to get. That's why they always go with, LeBron doesn't even want those coaches. And then that's why the apologists always go, oh, but LeBron never had the Hall of Fame coach that Michael Jordan and Kobe had. I'm telling you, y'all looking like fools out here.
What if that's never going to happen? That's like saying, let's go have Michael and LeBron play. They're not going to happen.
Exactly. Thank you, Q Rich. You're making absolute sense.
In a Cleveland jersey, in a Miami jersey, maybe in that Miami jersey, you don't get the same results. You do not get the same one. Maybe he gets the Miami ones, not what LeBron's done in Cleveland.
So, that was that video once again, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see, Allie, Laforce, and Q Rich, yo, they deserve a standing ovation for coming with the facts. Straight facts. Well deserved. So, once again, this is Lewis with another video, man. I hope you guys appreciate it. This time with the audio, so my bad. I apologize. I screwed up with that one. I don't got my headphones on this time so you can hear the audio. But once again, man, let me know what you guys think. This is Lewis with another one, man. Bless up. One love, man. Peace. Thanks for watching. Playoff mode activated. My ass. We in playoff mode now, baby. Coming in with the facts, bros.